On the 21st day of the month of September, in an early year of a decade not too long before our own, the human race encountered a deadly threat to its very existence. And this terrifying enemy surfaced in the most seemingly innocent and unlikely of places.
Little shop of horrors, little shop of terrors.
Call look up, Little Shop of Horrors, no, oh no.
Little Shop of Horrors by Howard Ashman and Alan Menken.
What did you break now, Seymour?
Nothing, Mr. Mushnick.
Oy vey. So, she finally decides to come to work.
Good morning, Mr. Mushnick.
What morning? It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Not that we had a customer. Who has customers when you run a flower shop on Skid Row?
Mr. Mushnick, forgive me for saying so, but has it ever occurred to you that maybe what this firm needs is a new direction?
Mr. Mushnick, what Seymour's trying to say is, Seymour, why don't you run in the back and bring out that strange and interesting new plant you've been working on? You see, Mr. Mushnick, these exotic plants that Seymour has been tinkering around with are really unusual, and we were both thinking that these strange and interesting plants, prominently displayed and advertised, would attract business.
I'm afraid it isn't feeling very well today.
Oh, what kind of weirdo plant is that, Seymour?
I don't know. It looks like some kind of fly trap, but I haven't been able to identify it in any of my books. So I gave it my own name. I call it the Audrey 2.
After me?
I hope you don't mind. You see, sir, maybe if you were to put this strange and interesting looking plant here in the window, well, that's maybe...
Maybe what? Do you have any idea how ridiculous you sound? Just because you put a strange and...
Plant. Thank you.
Well, don't just stand there. Quick. Put the plant, On second thought, you're not going anywhere, Krellborn. You're staying right here and taking care of the sickly plant. How come it keeps fainting all the time?
I told you, I don't know what's wrong with it. It just wilts like this. The Audrey 2 is not a healthy girl.
Strictly between us, neither is the Audrey 1.
If only I knew what breed it was, what genus, but it's nowhere in the books.
Well, my advice to you, Krellborn, is you better figure it out, and fast. Look what this little beauty did for business. I'm counting on you. Good night.
Oh, Tweed. I don't know what else to do for you. Mr. Mushnick and Audrey, they just met you, but I've been going through this for weeks now with you. Grow and wilt, spurt and flop. Are you sickly little plant, or just plain stubborn? What is it that you want? What is it that you need? I've given you sunshine and dirt, given you grow lights and supplements. What is it that you want? Blood? Ouch! Ow, darn roses! Clumsy me. Hey, Dewey, look what you made me do. Hey, who opened up? Wonder what made you do that? I think I know. Well, I guess a few drops can hurt. As long as you don't make a habit out of it. Little shop of horrors, little shop of horrors.
Yes, indeed. This is the shop you heard about on the Channel 5 News. Yes, the Audrey 2 is exclusively displayed here. Are you finished yet?
I'm doing my best, but all these band-aids make it kind of hard.
You've been getting hurt so much lately.
I know. Seems like every time I pick up a pair of pruning shears, I slip.
Krellborn, if you lose business over these mishaps, you are finished.
You know, sometimes I think Mr. Mushnick's too hard on you.
Oh, I don't mind. Audrey, would you go on a date with me?
Sure.
You mean you'd be seen with me in public?
Sure.
Tonight?
Oh, I can't tonight. I've got a date. But I'd like to go with you another time.
I'll pencil you in.
Hey, how you doing?
Fine, thank you. But the shop's closed.
I'm not here to shop. I'm here. Hey, this must be the plant they're talking about on the news. What'd you call it?
And Audrey too.
Cute name. Catchy. Nice plant. Big.
Thank you. I raised it myself. Now, if you don't mind, I'm not supposed to let anyone in. I mean,
It's okay, Seymour. Seymour, this is my boyfriend, Oren Scribello. DDS.
Somebody talking to you?
No. Excuse me.
Excuse me, what?
Excuse me, doctor.
That's better. Well, my bike's outside in double park. Okay, Audrey, let's go.
Well, Tui, I'm a little hungry. I'm going to run down to Schmecker's and get a bite to eat. I guess I'll see you maybe in the... Here we go again. Look, Tui, I haven't got much left. Just give me a few days to heal, okay? And then we'll start on the left hand. And then maybe...
Feed me!
I beg your pardon?
Feed me!
Tui, you talked, you opened up your trap, and you said...
Feed me, Crowbun, feed me now!
I can't!
I'm starving!
Look, I haven't got any more left, though. What do you want me to do, slit my wrist? Look, how about I run down to the corner shop and get you some nice chopped sirloin?
Must be blood.
Tweet, that's disgusting.
Must be fresh.
You eat blood, Audrey, too. Let's face it. How am I supposed to feed you? Kill people?
Well, if you want to be profound and you really got to justify, take a look around. A lot of people deserve to die.
Oh, wait a minute. That's not a very nice thing to say.
But it's true, isn't it?
No! I don't know anyone who deserves to get chopped up into little pieces and fed to a hungry plant.
Sure you do.
Stupid woman! What a friggin' scatterbrain!
I'm sorry, doctor. I'm sorry, doctor.
He's so nasty, treating her rough.
Smacking her around and always talking so tough.
You need blood, and he's got more than enough.
So go get it.
Little shop of horrors.
Next,
I guess that's me, Dr. Scribello.
do you have an appointment?
We met yesterday. Seymour Crumphorn.
Oh, your mouth is a mess, kid. You've got cavities, you've got plaque. You need a complete oral examination. We'll start with the wisdom tooth.
No!
Oh, this is gonna be a pleasure. I'm gonna want some gas for this one.
Oh, thank God. I thought you weren't going to use any.
Oh, the gas isn't for you, Seymour. It's for me. I figure a little giggle gas before we begin increases my pleasure enormously. In fact, guess what?
What?
The mask. It's stuck. I can't get it off. I could asphyxiate in here.
You see, what we have here is an ethical dilemma. He doesn't have a prayer.
Are you dumb or are you hard of hearing? Are you satisfied? I left myself to
Death. Little shop of horrors.
What a day. What a day. Seymour, would you mind locking up for me? I don't know what's come over me. I guess I've been a little under the weather lately.
It's Oren, isn't it? You've been down in the dumps ever since his mysterious disappearance. You miss him, don't you?
Miss him? I never felt so relieved as when they told me he vanished.
Audrey, you shouldn't waste one more minute worrying about that creep. There's a lot of guys who'd do anything to go out with you. Nice guys.
I don't deserve a nice guy, Seymour.
That's not true. You're a very nice person, and I always knew you were. Underneath the bruises and the handcuffs, you know what I saw? A girl I respected. I still do.
Oh, Seymour!
So, it seems the plot is thickening among my employees. Audrey, perhaps you'd like to visit your dentist friend?
That's not very funny. You know he disappeared.
It's okay. Good night, Seymour. Good night, Mr. Mushnick.
Little red dots all over the floor?
I spilled some Hawaiian punch and it stained.
Hard to keep things clean around here, isn't it?
What are you talking about?
This, a dentist uniform.
He's got your number now.
I saw it last week and I didn't think twice.
He knows just what you've done.
And the little red dots seemed innocent enough.
You've got no place to hide.
But then I see you kissing the dentist's girlfriend,
You got nowhere to hide.
and it begins to look like motive.
I think it's supper time.
I'm innocent! I'm innocent!
Then how do you explain this?
A picture of a baseball cap?
Your baseball cap. I didn't do it! Then come with me to tell the police that.
You know he's on your trail.
If you don't, I'll have to tell them myself.
He's gonna turn you in.
Now will you come?
They're gonna put you in jail.
Okay, but don't you want to check the day's receipts so you can deposit them in the morning?
Come on. Come on.
You put them in the safe, didn't you?
No, I put them in the plant.
In the plant?
Come on. Come on.
I figured it'd be the safest place. No thief would ever look there.
The right is inside the plant?
I think it's supper time.
So how am I supposed to get it?
Supper time.
Just ask.
Little
shop of horrors.
Feed me.
Lay off, Tui. Can't you see I'm busy?
Come on, Crowborn. Feed me. Feed me food.
Look, just hold out one more night, can you? That's all I ask.
And then find me some.
Then you'll never be hungry again. I promise.
Chow time, Crowborn. Food.
Food.
Food. Feed me food.
I can't take it. Stop squealing, will ya? Shut up, for God's sake. Shut up, will you? Shut up!
Seymour, what's the matter with you?
It's the matter with me. Don't you think I know that it needs food? Don't you think I know that it doesn't get food and fast, that it'll die?
Seymour, you're hysterical. What's the big deal about a little plant food?
Just suppose for 1 minute there'd never been an Audrey 2, that I was a nothing again, a nobody. Would you still like me?
I'd still love you, Seymour.
Then it's settled.
What's settled?
A gun!
And bullets, and rat poison, and a machete. Tomorrow morning, you know who bites the dust.
Seymour!
Don't worry about me. Don't worry about anything.
Seymour, I can't leave you in this condition.
I'll explain everything tomorrow. Just please don't worry about me.
Feed me.
Under no circumstances.
Feed me.
I will not. So stop asking.
Feed me.
I can't take much more of this. Look, I'll run down to the corner store and I'll get you a nice bite to eat. Maybe that'll hold you
No,
up.
No way.
Look, it's my last offer. Yes or no?
It's better than nothing.
Hello?
Hey, little lady. Hello.
Who is that?
You looking mighty sweet.
Seymour? Seymour?
No, it ain't Seymour.
It's me.
Oh my lord!
Your friendly Audrey, too. The plant is talking to you.
I don't believe it.
Relax and go with it, doll. Do me a favor, will ya?
A favor?
Yeah, I need me some water in the worst way. Look at my branch, I'm a goner.
I don't know if I
Make me a
should.
drink. Be nice.
Just water, right?
Sure do. I'll drink it straight.
Okay. Here you go.
And now it's
Supper
supper
time.
time.
Ah! Seymour!
Audrey, no! Get off of her! Get off of her! Audrey.
Seymour, when I die, which should be very shortly, put me in the plant. If I'm in the plant, I'm part of the plant. That way, we'll always be together.
I want to say thank you.
You're a monster. And so am I.
Feed me.
You ain't the only thing I ever loved.
Oh, too bad.
Then take that! And that! And that!
Oh, give it up!
Never! Rat poison! Eat it! Eat it!
Give it up, small fry.
Maybe you're tough on the outside, but on the inside, I'll hack you to bits. Open up! Audrey!
Subsequent to the events you have just witnessed,
Similar events in cities across America.
Events which bore a striking resemblance to the one you have just seen.
Began occurring.
thus the plant worked its terrible will.
Finding jerks to feed it their fill.
And the plant proceeded to grow and grow.
And began what it came here to do.
They may offer you fortune and fame.
Love and money and instant acclaim.
But whatever they offer you,
Don't feed the plants.
Look out! Here comes Audrey too!
Look out, I'm coming for you.
There's another bathroom. There's a backup bathroom. Is there finals in there? Okay. Mr. President.
Also, Y17 is here.
All of them?
All right.
As is all of Y18.
Awesome, thank you.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
Wait. Wrong story.
Dun da da da.
Once upon a time, in the 90210 zip
You
code.
mean Beverly Hills?
Once upon a time in Beverly Hills, there lived a woman of a certain age.
Hang on. I am not a woman of a certain age. I have never been a woman of a certain age, and I will never be a woman of a certain age.
Who believed that the only thing in life that mattered was physical beauty.
That's because it is the only thing in life that matters.
Beauty is, after all, only skin deep.
And thank God for that.
Each day, the woman would stand in front of her mirror and ask,
Mirror, mirror on the wall,
That's me, the mirror on the wall. Talk about a lousy cake.
who's the fairest of them all?
and each day she would get the same answer.
Do you want to know after the tummy tuck, the nose job, and the boob job?
Just answer the damn question.
Fine, you're the fittest of them all.
That's better.
At least in this zip code.
Everyone loves a good fairy tale, but what happens when it doesn't have the ending you'd expect?
That's what you call fairy fail.
Find out what happens to this wacky group, loosely based on Sleeping Beauty and Cinderella in Mirror Mirror.
By
By
Bruce King.
It was hard to argue with her belief in beauty as the be-all and end-all when it had brought her jewels, cars, clothes, and castles, all provided by her second husband, a widower with a young daughter.
Which he never mentioned until after the wedding, I might add.
Within months of making her Mrs. Frederick Hodgkins, Mr. Frederick Hodgkins died of food poisoning.
Allegedly died of food poisoning. No charges were ever filed.
Leaving his widow with jewels, cars, clothes, and castles on which she lavished her attention on, and a stepdaughter, whom she completely ignored and mistreated.
If I was ignoring her, how could I mistreat her? You can't have it both ways.
The woman became the archetypical wicked stepmother.
I became no such thing. I'm a busy woman
territory. It doesn't make me wicked. It makes me modern.
I'm only quoting the authors.
The authors? You mean it took more than one to concoct that pack of lies?
It took two, to be exact. Martin and Bernard Grimm.
Wait, Marty and Bernie Grimm?
You knew the Brothers Grimm?
Knew them? I dated them.
At the same time? Day after day, month after month, year after year, the woman would stand in front of her mirror and ask,
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?
Why couldn't I have my Prince Lama Jamas here? Talk about a great game.
Just say it and we'll be done.
Fine, but you're not going to like it.
Of course I will. One never tires of hearing that they're the fairest in the land.
Okay, but you see, the thing is, you're not the fairest in the land.
Don't be ridiculous. Who on earth can be fairer, more attractive, and more beautiful than me?
Your stepdaughter?
My stepdaughter. My stepdaughter? You mean that pimply-faced, frizzy hair, no-hit, flat-chested? Hiya, Mom! I told you to never call me that.
the woman had not only been replaced, but rudely and abruptly shoved aside. Her beauty paling in comparison to that of her
Stop
younger, prettier,
Stop it.
firmer,
Wait,
tighter,
what's wrong with you?
very, very, very attractive stepdaughter.
Oh, yeah? No one replaces me. No one.
Face facts, mistress. Time and gravity just march on.
You forget who you're dealing with.
Pushed to the breaking point, the woman produced a large needle. No. A large needle which she used to prick her stepdaughter's finger.
Like, ow.
Within seconds, she was fast asleep.
Okay, pal, let's try this one more time. Who's the fairest in the land?
Whatever you say, lady, whatever you say.
Over the years, legend grew of the beautiful maiden who could only be awakened by the kiss of a prince. Many tried, all failed, but still they came. Prince 203.
Dear Madame,
Yes. Can I help you?
can I, present myself?
I certainly hope so.
I'm a, prince. Yeah, I'm a prince.
And a very handsome prince indeed.
She said flirtatiously.
I prefer youthfully.
In your dreams.
I've
How may I help you?
I've come to like lay a kiss upon the sleeping beauty and make her my bride.
Of course you have. She's upstairs, second door to the right. Just listen for the snoring.
Okay. I know how to make this trip a bit more trippy. Whoa! See what I did there? I tripped. With a single kiss, I'll awaken this lady and make her my wife.
Just the cheek. No touching, no fondling, no groping, and no tongues. Prince 204.
Wait, I have to like try again.
Kiss a sleeping woman once, it's romantic. Kiss a sleeping woman more than once, it's molesting.
Well, my handsome prince, did she awaken?
She didn't like stir.
Tragic. But I wouldn't worry about it. It happens to all men eventually.
You should know.
Why don't we have a glass of wine and talk about it?
For God's sakes, woman, you're old enough to be
One more word and I'll have you cut up into rearview mirrors. You'll spend the rest of your sorry days looking backwards in traffic. Oh, Prince!
Prince 204.
Anybody there? Oh, good day, beautiful lady.
I'm sorry, I didn't know anyone was here. You'll have to excuse my appearance. I must look a fright. I've been busy.
You can say that again.
And who did you say you were?
Prince Charming.
Prince Charming, of course, Prince Charming. And how may I help you, my charming young Prince Charming?
I've come to awaken Sleeping Beauty with a kiss.
Of course you have. You find her up those stairs to the right.
Thank you, dear lady.
Be sure to stop by before you leave. Dan, there's never a hairdresser around when you need one. A little mascara, a little lip gloss,
How about some plaster of India?
a touch of rouge for that blush of innocence.
Please, you haven't had that blush of innocence since the Reagan administration.
When I want your opinion, I'll give it to you.
Okay, how do you even know this guy is some Prince Charming? Maybe he's some random dude who wants some free consolation.
I always wanted to be a princess.
When haven't you been a princess?
And when his father was stricken with food poisoning, I'll be queen. Queen Evelyn has a nice ring to it, don't you think? The ring. I never even thought about the ring. It's gotta be big, huge, humongous.
Only in size to your delusion. Oh,
What is it? Too much blush? Is that it?
if I were you, Queen Evelyn, I would not turn around.
Why not? Hi, Mom. Oh, it's you. You're up.
Princey asked me to marry him.
Marry you!
Isn't that just like totally groovy?
Groovy, you have been asleep a long time.
Oh, why don't we have a little talk? Just us. One terribly attractive, worldly woman at the peak of her sexual allure, and you. Far be it from me to interfere, but marriage? What do you know about him?
Well, he's rich. He's a prince. He's rich. He's crazy about me. He's rich. What else do I need to know?
Can't argue with that.
Aren't you gonna wish us good luck, stepmother?
Good luck.
Thank you, stepmother.
Damn.
You are rich, aren't you?
$20 trillion in debt. But great GDP. And so, Sleeping Beauty and the prince were married. Depressed that the mirror would only be a reminder of her fading beauty, the stepmother gave the mirror to the stepdaughter as a wedding gift.
Goodbye, mirror.
That's the sweetest thing you've ever said to me.
Each day, Sleeping Beauty would stand in front of the mirror and ask,
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?
and each day the mirror would reply,
You are princess. You are quite far the hottest chick in the kingdom.
And who's got the cutest butt in the kingdom?
The princess has got some serious back.
And who's got the perkiest personality in the kingdom?
You have the greatest greatest personality, princess. Great personality.
each day, after each month, after each passing year, she would stand in front of the mirror and ask,
Who's the fairest of them all?
but then one day the mirror hesitated.
Thanks for pointing that out, big mouth.
I asked you a question. Am I the fairest in the land?
In a word,
Yes.
no.
See, that wasn't so. No!
Yes.
So yes!
No.
So no!
No. No. Yes. I mean, no.
Cut that out.
Who could possibly be hotter than me?
Your stepdaughter?
Stepdaughter? I don't have a stepdaughter.
Wait, you're telling me the prince never, and you, oh my Krishna.
I don't believe it.
In that case, if I were you, I would not turn around.
Hi, Mom.
Stepmommy! Stepmommy! What is it, dear? Stepmommy, I'm not the fairest in the land. Who told you that?
The mirror told me.
That mean old mirror. I should have sold one eBay years ago.
Oh yeah, blame the mirror. You get one lousy wrinkle, it's the mirror's fault. You get one gray hair, it's the mirror's fault. Your butt grows to the size of a Buick, it's the mirror's fault. It's always the mirror's fault.
Oh, shut up!
Don't shut up. You're hot when you get angry.
What am I gonna do? What will I do when the prince finds out? He won't find out. First, we'll mix up a nice little potion, completely undetectable. No charges will ever be filed. You didn't sign a prenup, did you?
No.
Good enough. Next, we'll make an appointment for you with Dr. Baldwin. Oh, you'll love him. He's the Titian of the tummy tuck, the Botticelli of the boob job, the Bellini of the butt lift, and the Caravaggio of collagen.
Hi, Mirror.
Na 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 na.
Hey baby.
What's happening?
Oh, you're what's happening, sweet baby cakes.
Ooh, you sure know how to make a girl feel special.
That's what I do.
Ooh, you're so naughty.
Tragedy soon entered Sleeping Beauty's life when Prince Charming was struck with a sudden case of, you guessed it, food poisoning, and expired on the spot. No charges were ever filed. But then the darkness soon turned to sunlight when Sleeping Beauty married Dr. Marvin Baldwin, with offices in Beverly Hills, New York, and Miami Beach.
I'm gonna be rich or something.
As for the woman of a certain undeniable youthfulness, she married the handsome narrator.
The very, very handsome narrator.
And they all lived happily ever after.
Wait, what about the mirror?
What about him?
Did he live happily ever after? Did you ever ask yourself that? Having to feed your overinflated egos of this self-deluded bunch of liposuction, silicone-injected, Botox adults?
Oh, shut up! Shut up!
swarthy 6-year-old with sideburns. I so wanted to be like all the popular girls, sitting together, talking, eating their Wonder Bread sandwiches.
OMG, this is so good.
What's that?
It's moussaka.
Moose caca.
And while the pretty girls got to go to Brownies, I got to go to Greek school. While I was there, I learned valuable life lessons like,
If Nick has 1 goat and Maria has 9, how soon will she marry?
13?
No, she'll never marry. She's actually a boy.
my mom was always cooking foods filled with warmth and wisdom, and never forgetting that side dish of steaming hot gills.
Ah, here we are. Nico will play with your food. When I was your age, we didn't have food.
My dad believed in 2 things, that Greeks should educate non-Greeks about being Greek, and that any ailment from psoriasis to poison ivy could be cured with Windex.
Oh, you itch down there. I make it stop. Here, use this.
No!
Every morning my dad would lecture us, even the girls in my carpool, on the history of our people. The great civilization, the Greeks.
Now give me a word, any word, and I will show you how the root of that word is Greek.
Oh God, Dad, please, no.
Okay, Mr. Portocalos. How about the word kimono?
Good one. Kimono. Well, the Greek word for winter is kimonos. And what do you wear in winter? A robe. Kimonos. Robe. Kimono. There you go.
A few more years went by, and my dad soon brought his mother to live with us, because we weren't weird enough.
Mr. Portocalos, keep your mother out of my basement, away from my kid. By the way, has she had her shots yet? Because she bit my daughter.
Mom, it's swelling.
Oh, honey, we're gonna have to put some frozen peas on that.
Welcome, Mama.
Magusta! Cuscusta!
Mama, come back!
And so here we are, 20 years later. I am still not married, and I am still living at home. And nice Greek girls who don't get married have to work in the family restaurant. And I'm there day after day, year after year, 30.
Oh, you're so old!
I'm way past my expiration date.
All parents place expectations on their children.
Honor roll.
College majors.
Marriage.
Getting out of my diapers before I leave the house.
No.
Your parents are pretty disappointed in you, aren't they?
My parents are dead.
Okay.
So it is for Tula, except for diapers part. But whose entire noisy, pushy, overbearing, but well-intentioned
Greek
family attempt to get her to the altar in
My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
by knee of our dollars.
Nico, don't do
I like your butt!
Dad, I've been going through our inventory, and I've noticed that we've been doing a lot of unnecessary ordering. I've been thinking that maybe we should update our system. We could get a computer. I don't know if you know this, but I got all A's in computers. I could maybe go to college and take a few courses.
Why? Why do you want to leave me?
Dad, I'm not leaving you. Don't you want me to do something with my life?
Yes, of course. Get married. Make babies. You look so old.
Come on, Tula. Come on. You have how you say spirit. I know because you're from my side. Don't you worry, I'll talk to him.
Dad is so stubborn. What he says goes. The man is the head of the house.
You know, Tula, the man may be the head, but the woman, she's the neck. And she can turn the head any way she wants.
Dad finally agreeing to let me take some computer classes would set into motion a chain of events that would change my entire life. I just didn't know it yet. And neither did all of my family. My Aunt Pula, my Uncle Taki, my father, none of them.
Anyway, I tell her, Taki, I will send her to Greece to find somebody.
She's not too old.
She's,
Oh, congratulations on the pregnancy.
I'm not pregnant!
okay.
In Greece, don't tell anyone how old she is.
But Vula, she won't go to Greece at all.
She won't go!
It's like she doesn't want to be married.
Hi.
I mean, to me, she looks okay.
Okay? What okay? That's no okay. Look, Athena is already married with 3 children, and Nico has plenty of time, but Tula...
You'll always have Tula in the restaurant.
It's true, Tula will never leave you.
And then Aunt Pula decided to hire me at the travel agency since I had been taking some classes and could help her modernize. But we still faced one huge problem. My dad.
I don't like my butt. Taki likes my butt, but me,
meh. And I won't pretend to like the travel industry. It's so different now with computers.
You know, I've been learning about computers, the latest applications and programs. I could apply it here, Vula, and your business would double or triple. You could be with Taki more and even take a vacation. Oh, Vula, I could even book it for you. But would you hire me?
Of course I hire you!
Oh, this is wonderful. But we must let Costa think it was his idea and that he came up with it.
Oh my, he'll figure it out.
Oh, don't worry.
That's right, I know what to do.
You do not know what to do, you talk.
Do you want my help? Tell me what to say, but don't tell me what to say.
Soon it was time to have the conversation with Dad.
Hello, Vula. How is the business?
What me? Business is bad.
What is the problem? Do you need money?
No, what she means is that with the two businesses, she suffers. Oh, she suffers. She has to be at the store all day, and she doesn't have any time to be with Taki and the dry cleaning store. Oh.
That's right. I make Taki go to dry cleaning store, and now I have no time with him.
So send Angelo or Nikki to the travel agency, and you go be with Taki at the dry cleaners.
That would be good.
That would be no good, because neither Angelo nor Nikki know how to use the computers.
That's why that no work.
Computer. I have your answer. Send Vula to the travel agency, and you can go be with Taki at the dry cleaners.
Perfect.
Soon I was booking flights like it was a job. Because it was. And then he came in. Oh, hello, Mrs. Christakis. Oh, thanks for holding. Okay, your request is confirmed, and your tickets are in the mail under Doreen Christakis. Oh, I'll be with you in a second. Okay, let me know if we can do anything else for you. Uh-huh. Oh, no, thank you. Married. Not yet. Bye-bye.
Hi.
Hi, you want to see some brochures?
Oh my gosh.
Found them.
Are you okay? I thought you fainted.
Oh no, I was swept off my feet by that very cool opening line of hi. I'm Tula Portocalos.
Tula Porky Tacos?
Portocalos.
Oh, well, hi Tula. I'm Ian Miller. Have dinner with me sometime.
And our first date was magical.
You know, I really wasn't into education at first. I was pre-law. My dad and my grandpa were both lawyers, and so you can probably imagine how disappointed they were.
I think it takes a pretty strong person to be able to do that.
But you know everything about me. I mean, I'm an English teacher that's a vegetarian down at Lincoln Park. But I don't really know anything about you, besides the fact that you're Greek. What do your parents think?
So I'm Greek, right?
Right.
Okay, so what happens is my dad and uncles roast a lamb and fight over who gets to eat the lamb brain.
Costa, give me the brain!
But it's mine!
And then Aunt Vula forks the eyeball and chases me around trying to make me eat it because it'll make me smart. And I have 27 first cousins, just 27 first cousins alone.
Nico.
Nikki.
And my whole family is big and loud and everybody's always in each other's lives
Oh,
and business.
Vula, I heard about your law.
I heard about your daughter.
You never have a minute alone to just think because we're always together eating.
I roasted a lamb.
The only other people we know are Greeks,
Greeks.
because
Greeks.
very Greeks breed more Greeks, be loud breeding
Greek.
Greek eaters.
Wow.
I'm serious. No one in my family has ever dated a non-Greek before. But you're just, you're just,
I'm...
you're...
Just say it already. Look at that tush.
You're wonderful, but I just don't see how this is going to work out.
Tula, what's to work out? We are from different species. Here's something about me. My life has been so boring up until this point, but now that I've met you, you're so funny and beautiful, and I just want to spend more time with you.
Did you just say I'm beautiful?
Yes.
And so Ian became my boyfriend. I'd never been happier. That wasn't until my family discovered who I was dating. Soon Ian was being interrogated, literally, by my father in our dining room. Oh, it wasn't pretty.
You sneak around all over Chicago, and you never think to come to me and ask, can I date your daughter?
She's 30 years old!
I am the head of this house.
Fine, can I date your daughter?
No!
See you tomorrow, Tula.
Didn't I say it was a mistake to educate women? And now we have this boy in the house. Is he a nice Greek boy? No. An outsider with long hair on top of his head. I hate him.
Oh, Costa.
Forget it.
Ma, I'm sorry I lied to you.
Okay, Tula, so you're having a little romance, but it ain't now.
But I love him.
Tula, you need to eat something.
And in spite of all of that, in spite of everything, in spite of both of our families, Ian still asked me to marry him.
I love you.
I love you.
I don't really know how to ask you this.
What?
Will you marry me?
Yes. Soon, Ian decided it was time to meet my family. I told him, come for a quiet dinner and meet my parents. And what does my ma do? Invite the whole family.
Tula, oh, you're engaged. You're engaged. We never think that could happen for you. Never, never. But it happened. Oh, he's here.
Oh, yes. Sorry, this is Ian.
Ian! Oh.
Hi.
When you come to my house and I cook for you, huh?
Okay.
Fula, that might be a problem.
Problem? I'm the best cook in the family. Tell him.
I did, didn't I?
She did twice.
Okay, then.
It's just that
Yeah.
Ian is a vegetarian. He doesn't eat meat.
He don't eat no meat.
No, he doesn't eat meat.
What do you mean he don't eat no meat? Okay. That's okay. That's okay. I cook lamb. Come back.
Soon my parents arrived.
Welcome to my home. Over here is my brother Taki and Vula and Sophia, and there's Nick, Nikki, Nico, Nick, and oh, I'm Costa.
He's here? When? Hello! I'm Maria Portocalos, Tutla's mother. Welcome to our home. Oh, thank you. What is it?
Ma, it's a bunt.
A bow?
A bunt.
A bow.
Bunt. Ma, bunt.
Ah! It's a cake.
Next, it was time for Ian to really get to know Aunt Vula.
Come sit down. Okay. Now you're a family. So, all my life I had a lump at the back of my neck. Always a lump right here. Then I started to get bigger because I started the menopause. It got bigger because of the hormones. So I go to the doctor and he did the
Biopsy.
The biopsy.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
And inside the lump, he found teeth and a spinal cord.
Oh.
Yes. Inside the lump was my twin.
Lovely.
Spanicopita, are you hungry?
From there, it went downhill. Aunt Vula got everyone drunk. Dad complained all night, and Ian's best friend got practically picked clean by my single female cousins.
Tula, what's wrong?
Is my marriage killing Dad?
Oh, Tula, your father is your father. He just wants you to be happy.
But I am happy.
Listen to me. My village saw many wars. Turkish, German, they all made a mess. And my mother told me we're lucky to be alive. But I knew that we weren't lucky because they were telling us where to sleep and where to eat. No one has that right. And then I see you, and I see Athena, and I see Nico. We moved here so that you could live your life. I gave you life so that you could live it.
And so, with my parents' grudging blessing, Ian and I were soon at the altar, committing to love and care for one another for the rest of our lives. And it was at the reception that I saw a different side of my father. I saw the side that my mother saw. I saw a man who loved his family, Greek or not.
Welcome to the Portocalos family, and welcome to the Miller family. I was thinking last night, the night before my daughter was going to be married to Ian Miller. The name Miller comes from a Greek word, Milo, which means apple. And as many of you know, our name, Portocalos, comes from the Greek word meaning orange. So I was thinking that here tonight we have apples and oranges. Sure, our families are different, but we all just fruit. Opa!
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 Sometimes I'm afraid it didn't happen. I'm afraid I'll wake up and I'll still be buttering garlic bread waiting for my life to start. But it did happen. It did. And I figured out some stuff. My family is
big and loud.
and we
Fight and laugh.
and yes, we even
Roast lamb and spit in the front yard.
but wherever I go,
Wherever we go.
they will always be my
Big fat Greek family.
Opa!
Oh, it's Do you not have a password to get back into it?
I'm not sure.
Nice catch.
Last time you just came through.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Oh yeah.
Hey, where's the other two?
This one's really good. Oh, it's a bad The battery doesn't work. I'll be up here. Are you sure? This isn't going to go in here. The HDMI is too.
I'll tell you what.
So it's going to have to go there. We have a smaller HDMI.
Are they even? Is olive white 18
Yeah,
here?
this will work if we
Okay.
get it.
You're up. Good luck, Beth Cooper.
Good luck, Beth Cooper.
No,
Wow.
that's not going to reach. We're fine. That's fine.
That's cool.
Bridges ready?
Dennis Cooperman was sweating more than usual, and he usually sweats quite a bit. For once, he was not the only one. The temperature in the gymnasium was 123 degrees. 4 people had been carried out and were presumed dead. They were not, in fact, dead, but it was preferable to think of them that way. Slightly worse off than contemplate the unbearable reality that Alicia Mitchell's 92-year-old Nana, Steph Wu's overly commoded Aunt Kiko, and Jacob Bever's roly-poly parents were currently enjoying cool drinks in the teacher's lounge, with the temperature set at 65 degrees.
The sewing girl sang, her wispy voice approximating a consumptive canary with love trouble and money problems.
Behind the sullen girl sat Dennis Cooperman, sweating along the cap of his mortarboard, trickling behind his ears and rippling down his forehead into that groove beneath the nose, which Dennis would point out to be the philtrum, or the infranasal depression. From behind his knees, from his palms, squirting from his nipples, and spewing from his navel. Well, you get the picture.
The saloon girl finished with a shy sneer and returned to her seat as Principal Henman approached the lectern.
Thank you, Angelica.
Angelica!
Yes, Angelica. Thank you for that emotive redemption of good riddance. Let's move on. So, next, yes, and finally, I am pleased to introduce our valedictorian, Dennis Kugelman.
Thank you, Dr. Henneman. Fellow graduates, parents and caregivers, other interested parties, today we look forward to getting out of here. Today, I would also like to look back on our 4 years at Buffalo Grove High School. Looking back, not with anger, but with no regrets. No regrets for what we wanted to do, but did not, for what we wanted to say, but could not. Let us be unafraid to admit, I have an eating disorder, and I need help. Let us be unafraid to confess, I'm a stuck-up beep. Let us stand up and say, I'm sorry for all the poundings, the pink bellies, the purple nurples.
Dennis had received 7, 16, and dozens, respectively.
I'm sorry I've hurt so many of you. I'm cruel and violent because I was unloved as a baby, or I was sexually abused or something. And let us not regret that we never told our best friend, I'm gay, dude.
Dennis looked right at Rich Munch, his best friend. However, this was unnecessary. Everyone already knew.
Rich was flabbergasted. He mouthed somewhat theatrically, I'm not gay. Dennis turned his attention to another member of the audience.
And so I say here today, the one thing I wish I had said, the one thing I know I will regret if I never say,
I love you, Beth Cooper.
By
Larry Doyle.
Mrs. Cooperman had been following along syllable by syllable, and she knew something was wrong around syllable 94 when Dennis went off script. The bleachers murmured with confusion. Everyone knew who Beth Cooper was, but Dennis wasn't done.
I have loved you, Beth Cooper, since the first day I sat behind you in Mrs. Rose's math class in the 7th grade. I loved you from behind in Miss Rosenbaum's literature and writing.
Thank you, Dennis. A lot to think about.
I'm not done.
You're done.
Beth Cooper stopped. She was about 20 inches from Dennis, and for perhaps the first time, facing him. They were about the same height, and for some reason, this both startled and delighted Dennis. They could walk down the hallway with their hands comfortably tucked in each other's back pockets. They could wear each other's t-shirts. They could kiss ergonomically.
You embarrassed me, but it was so sweet, I'll have to let you live.
Great, that's great.
So, Henneman must have given you major crap, huh?
Some crap, little crap, a modicum of excreta, a fecal smidgen.
Right, it was so hot in there, like 800 degrees, like boiling?
Actually, the boiling point of water is 212 degrees Fahrenheit, 100 degrees Celsius.
I am so hot.
And right there, inches from Dennis, Beth did this. She bent over and lifted the gown right over her head. She was not, however, naked underneath, as Dennis had imagined, but somehow even better, wearing tight cut-off jeans and a sweat-soaked belly shirt.
Well, I have to get back.
Hold, wait. I'm having a little, soiree at my house tonight. Of course, that's redundant. Soiree means evening in French.
Oh, that sounds fun.
It is fun. We'll be in the future, and you're invited officially.
Okay.
It's 706 Hackberry Drive. The zip code is 70004 if you're MapQuesting.
I Google Map.
Of course, who doesn't? MapQuest blows.
Right, well, we do have this other thing we have to go to tonight.
What time?
Whatever time parties start, like 9?
Great, because ours starts at 6:30. It's a pre-party to get pre-trashed.
Oh, well, maybe we can stop by.
Later at the Cooperman household, Dennis and Rich prepare for their guest.
You shouldn't be so nervous, dude.
I'm not nervous, I'm particular.
You know, they can smell fear.
No, they can't.
I can smell it.
Oh no, fear, why didn't you tell me?
That was me, just now. And besides, she can't smell you, she's miles away.
No, puberty does nothing but screw me.
This was true. Puberty had come late to Dennis Cooperman, but it had come with a vengeance. Thick, curly hairs and sebaceous secretions everywhere.
Check out my new zapatos. Very Gene Kelly, circa 1945, don't you think? You know, she's not gonna come.
I can come up with at least 9 scenarios where she does come. 1, her other thing gets canceled. 2, it's too crowded and loud.
Oh, she'd hate that.
You don't know her.
You're right. I don't have 6 years experience sniffing her hair from behind.
Suddenly, the doorbell.
I told you.
It's probably just the police telling us to keep it down or something. Dude, it's Beth Cooper.
It was the Trinity, to be exact. There on Dennis Cooperman's front porch floated the celestial figures of Beth Cooper and her 2 lapoodles, Cammy Alcott and Trees Kilmer, varsity cheerleaders all.
What are we going to do?
Run away!
Ladies!
Hey!
Nice place.
Had this house before?
So where's our boy in uniform?
Dennis, of course, was referring to Kevin, Beth's on-again, off-again boyfriend. Beth had broken up with Seth Johansson in November after he hit a deal with his car and refused to take it to the hospital. That's when she met Kev.
We are so hating him right now. One of his army buds is getting all date rapey with Cammy.
And thanks to Miss Prudy Pants over here, graduation night is crap.
So now you're blaming the victim?
You know, girls! So, where's the party?
Here, this is the party.
You mean we're like the first ones here?
We are never the first ones.
This doesn't smell like a party.
I told you they were gonna eat us.
Oh no, of course not. I don't even eat red meat, let alone human flesh, which tastes like veal, supposedly.
You're a little early. We weren't expecting one until 11, right, Cube?
Of course, that's when my parents...
La fiesta this way, mi bonitas.
Dreams really do come true. Judy Garland, The Wizard of Oz, 1939. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road.
Be nice. He's the valedictrain.
And he moves you.
From behind?
Hi, I'm Rich. I'll be your co-host this evening. On the center table, you'll find assorted snackables, sweet and salty comitas for your comesting.
The pretzels are fat-free, a healthful alternative.
Are you saying I'm fat?
Yes, no, maybe.
I'm fat, but it's a good kind. What do you want, Kevin? I need beer.
Yes, you do. Donea Stella Beer, Master.
My dad doesn't drink beer.
How is that possible?
But we have champagne. Tienes la champagne.
Could you please mangle one limited at a time?
Champagne?
She uncurled the word as if it was French for frequent and excessive evacuation of watery feces.
Champagne makes me do things.
Water makes you thanks.
Only the special water.
Ladies, same alcohol as beer.
2 times as much alcohol on average.
So let's pop this Pepito Rapito.
Don't you dare GPS me. I'm not telling you where I am, but I will tell you this, Kevin. I'm having champagne.
To the future.
Yes, a toast.
To the future and beyond.
Go future.
Future? The future. Ooh, party balloons!
No, those are my dad's.
Ew. Oh no, Kevin!
Uh-oh.
They gathered around the front window at a blinding white noise. The source of the terrific sound and vision was H1 Alpha Hummer with 300 horsepower, the earth-killing machine painted black diamond. As they watched, three military figures exited synchronously.
Sean? Sean!
Everybody down, get down!
Why?
He's going to kill me.
He's not really going to kill you. He just likes to be scary. Congratulations, Kevin. You found me. Now
Shut up, Lisby!
Kevin, have you been doing coke?
He's coked up.
That's not one of the good drugs.
Shut up! Prepare to die, Cooperman.
Dennis was in a dream, wandering through Buffalo Grove High School at night, walking towards the gymnasium. Beth and the girls had brought him and Rich there to escape Kevin and his goons, saying something about school, hives, and Kevin's small cerebral cortex. They'd be safe there, Beth assured them.
Could I ask what we're doing here?
Homecoming! Ready? Okay. Are you ready? Ready for the best? BG number 1? Oh yeah, nothing less. We're going to the top. We can't be stopped. Let's go, girls. Yell orange.
Orange.
Yell blue.
Blue.
Mighty bisons. Oh yeah, let's fight. And now, real slow. Can you feel it? What? Feel the heat. Orange and blue. How sweet. With spirit and spark, we'll steal the show. We're mighty bisons. Gotta go.
Good game, ladies. Hit the showers.
Showers.
They're hitting the showers.
I don't know, Rich. They're drunk.
I know. Isn't it great?
I just don't want to ruin anything.
Ruin anything? There's nothing left to ruin, I regret to inform you, except for this. And this, my friend, does not come along every day. In fact, it doesn't come along once in a lifetime. This does not happen.
You boys coming?
Carpe diem. Seize the day, boys. Make your lives extraordinary. Robin Williams, The Dead Poets Society. Eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow we die. William Powell, The Thin Man. You only live life once. Some beer commercial.
Tonight, I'd just be happy to stay alive.
You're not alive unless you're living.
Who said that?
I think I did. Here's Johnny.
Carpe diem indeed.